Welcome back, everyone. It's great to have you here. In today's Traders Huddle, it's a little different because we're featuring something that was requested by one of our members. Several of you have been asking to see the opening bell framework on the MNQ, so today we're going to make that happen. I always appreciate the feedback because these sessions are for you. The more we practice together, the more confidence we build together. And a lot of traders think changing markets requires changing systems. That's usually where the trouble starts. They jump from chart to chart, indicator to indicator, market to market, looking for something different. But consistency doesn't come from constantly changing your approach. It comes from applying the same process over and over until execution becomes second nature. And today's session is a perfect example of that. Okay, today we're trading the MNQ. Now remember, the MNQ tracks the Nasdaq very closely, so the overall behavior is extremely similar. Now the important thing is this: the process doesn't change. Good trading isn't about having a different set of rules for every market. It's about applying the same structured framework consistently. Okay, and today we'll see and we'll watch how the Regimen filter up here, how it identifies potential opportunities on the MNQ, and together we'll execute those opportunities, exactly the way we would on the NQ, because structure travels, discipline travels, and execution travels, okay? This is exactly why we built the opening bell framework. The opening bell is a scalper's framework, and it's specifically designed to capture the volatility that naturally develops during the early morning session. This isn't an all-day strategy. Okay, it's not designed for the afternoon. It's calibrated specifically for the period between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. Eastern, with the sweet spot typically occurring between 8 a.m. and 10, with volatilities at its best, okay? The objective isn't to catch every candle. It's to capture the very best opportunities that develop during the most active windows of the trading day, okay? Patience is still the edge. The framework simply helps us know when that patience has been rewarded. Pretty simple, guys. All right, so today's lesson, it's about trusting the process, not the market. So whether you're trading the NQ or the MNQ, the framework doesn't change. The discipline doesn't change. The confirmation doesn't change. We allow the Regimen filter up here to highlight potential opportunities. We'll evaluate those opportunities using our process, and we'll execute only when the framework tells us the conditions are right. So remember, we're not here to predict. We're here to prepare. Okay, the goal isn't more trades. The goal is better decisions. All right, so let's get everything ready. Open your NinjaTrader, load up the opening bell workspace, and cue your playback to 7:45 Eastern. And here's what that looks like across the country. Okay, that's 6:45 Central, 5:45 Pacific, and I think that's, if I'm right, 4:45. Yeah, 4:45 a.m. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 4:45 a.m. Pacific time. It's quite early. And set your playback speed to 4 times the speed of the market so you can follow along, so we can move through this practice without things getting out of control, okay? Let's go ahead and roll with this bad boy, okay? Take a deep breath. It's 7:45 in the morning, and we're going to see exactly where this takes us, okay? What we're watching of all this, okay, you got your enhanced volume profile right here that's using volumetric order flow. You've got your execution framework here, which is FlexMO, and your volatility indicator. Volatility indicator is printed up here in case you don't want to look at it down here. It's here. It's telling you that at 7:45, volatility is acceptable. You've got a bullish momentum and you're in at 5 bars already. That means that on the 2-minute, you're past the zero line plus 5 bars. So let's go ahead and roll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bingo. Boom. Let's go. There is no bullish signal at all right now, guys. None. Zero to the upside on this, and that's what market structure is telling you over on the now we got a bearish signal right there, guys. Okay, so now we do have a bearish signal. You're not going to take a bearish signal when the cyan line just crossed above the magenta line, right? You're not going to do that. You're going to wait for it, and you're already in the exhaustion zone here, so even if it crosses back, you're not going to take that. That would be financial suicide. So you see this, it's below the threshold right there, you're not going to run, you're not going to chase, you're going to wait. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, we do have a bearish signal right there. Momentum is at -40. Cycle is bearish. You're only 2 bars into the swing, which is not bad. And you're in an acceptable volatility environment right there. So let's see how this rolls. And guys, this had about 130 point value area spread right there already at this hour of the morning. And I'm using a setting of 11 on this as well. You're almost getting a signal right there. It's about to cross. It's about to cross down. So I don't know. I might just go ahead and take that right there. So go ahead and pull the trigger right there. This is about to cross to the downside right there. You saw it. So I kind of jumped the gun and took it. Momentum is bearish. Cycle is bearish. You're 5 bars into the rotation already. And 10 contracts of the MNQ is the equivalent to 1 contract of the regular NQ, guys, just in case you're wondering. It's only a 1/10 of the value of the NQ. That's the reason you have 10 contracts. Okay, this looks like it might be fading out pretty soon right there. Look at that. It's right there at the red line. It's not really going anywhere. It's just kind of like, right there, guys. I don't mind taking that off right there and being done with that, okay? Done. It just went sideways. There's nothing else going on with that. Blow out of it. And your volatility just dropped as well, which means that if this goes sideways, guys, you know, we're still bearish. So let me pause for a sec, okay? Let me just pause right there for a sec. Whenever you see this, okay, if Mo is less than 1 and you see 0 bars, the reason that you see 0 bars is because cycle is above 0. It's rotating up. Okay, so this is what you're looking at right here, right here. Mo is below the threshold, cycle is above 0. So this is the start of the trend leg right there, right? That's what that's flagging right there. And the reason that it's above 0, it's because it's rotating. This is the end of cycle 1. This is the beginning of cycle 1, the end of cycle 1, the beginning of the trend leg, right? That's why it says 0 bars. The cycle is going above. Cycle is above 0. So momentum is still pulling price down right here. And that's the reason price is going down. We don't have a signal here yet to pull the trigger and take a price and take this down with us. Not yet. Might be coming soon. Right there. That's your entry. Okay? Right smack right there. Got the crossing to the downside. And there you go. Remember, this is a momentum trade to the downside, because cycle is still above 0 and it's rotating up. That's why it has 0 bars. Mo is at -1, which is really strong, and that's pulling price down. Okay, and that's it, guys. That's your exit right there. Okay, and you got out of this because you got the crossing right there. Okay, it's really, really simple. Okay, you got the crossing, you blew out, you're done. You took the next clip. 1 clip. 2 clips, and Mo is still pulling price down. So your bias is still short. Okay, take a short right there. Okay, we're taking a short right there because Mo is still down. You just got a 1 bar cross right there. There you go, right there. That's where you're going down with it. It is not a very, very strong move to the downside right there. It's actually going sideways. I'm going like, oh man, really? Okay, there you go, guys. That's your exit, okay, right there. You saw that? That was it. Another clip to the downside, okay? For those of you guys who love clipping MNQ, that's how it's done. All right, guys, we do have another signal right here to go down, to go short. We're not going to take this to the short side because we're right here inside of our high value node. And you guys have seen exactly what happens every time you're inside a high value node, okay? It acts as a magnet to price, and you end up getting chopped up, okay, right there. So we're definitely not going to take that to the downside. So all this time, guys, we're just sitting here, we're waiting, we're looking at what the Regimen Filter is telling us right here on top. That's all we're doing. And we're only looking for bearish opportunity. That's it. Bearish entries. And this is a really, really tight space right here where you're at, man. So a little bit of caution is warranted. This looks like it might go down, so let me go ahead and take a trade to the downside right there, okay? This is certainly going down. Probably not in the best place to take that trade. You know, you're kind of trapped between a value area and a high value node right there. And you can easily get ping pong, back and forth with nothing. Oh yeah, this is, look, you just got the crossing right there. So that means blow out. Okay, right there. So you did get a good clip. But you got the crossing and that was it. That's the end of that move. Nothing else. Okay. If you know you're going to get ping ponged right here, and I saw it after I took the trade, I'm like, man, how far could price really move? Probably to here. And it did. That was it. Done right there. I will go ahead and take a long trade on there. Okay. This is above the cyan line. It just barely left the station. Got a bullish signal, only 2 bars in. That is perfect right there, guys. Okay, you broke out of your high value node. You're going up. You got a tight stop. You roll with it. And there we go, guys, right there. I mean, this whole thing just took off. That was a nice clean entry with the super tight stop. The filter flagged it. This flagged it. You pulled the trigger and you ran with it. And we're looking for our exit signal. Okay, for you guys who are using the opening bell system, you will see your exit signal right here with FlexMO. Okay, you will see that soon. Unless this hits 2 standard deviations, then you're done at that point, right? And the market at 952 was very expansive. It was, it was actually doing well at 202 points on a value area spread. That was pretty good. So as soon as you see your signal right here with FlexMO, you're going to blow out of this. Could be any moment now, guys. It looks like you're getting very, very close conversion right there. That's it.
Order filled.
Done. Okay. That's it. You're out. Okay. You got the crossing right there. You are finished. There's nothing else left in that trade. Okay. Alrighty, guys. We have no setup to go long right here on this at all. Now we got, now we've got bearish momentum right there. Are you going to take a bearish signal or trade right here when this is going up? Okay, you're not. Right there, you got a bearish signal. You're going to take that when that's going up right there. You're going to wait and you're going to be patient. That's what you're going to do. And you're stuck in a high value node as well, so you may as well just be patient. This is a high value node right there, guys. Okay, so let's see where this goes between now and the open. We do have a bearish signal, but there's nothing going on, guys. You're stuck here in a beautiful high value node. Isn't that great? It's when you stand down, okay? That's when you say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to force it. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait, okay? This bad boy's going up right here. It's not going down. So if you got conflict between the filter and FlexMO, you stand down. You wait. That's the rule of thumb, okay? All right, guys, we have a bearish signal here, and we have a bullish signal here. So you got a conflict. If this is bearish and this is bullish, you're not going to chase, okay? You're going to wait, okay? This just gave you a bullish signal right there. So let me just pause for a second. It's 9:26 in the morning, guys, okay? Opening bell for MNQ and NQ is, no, they're the same, exactly the same. The settings might be just a tad different, but you have 2 different systems. You have a system for the MNQ and you have another one for the NQ, but they're pretty much the same. Listen, if you're sitting at your desk and it's 9:26 in the morning, guys, you only got a few minutes, like 4 minutes before the market opened. Would you be taking risk considering what could happen at the open, right? There's a lot that could happen at the open. My approach, if you're that close, if you're within 5 minutes away from the opening bell, is no. Why put capital at risk and then just wait for the market to open? I mean, it could go anywhere, right? It's anyone's guess. What type of news release might be released, a minute or 30 seconds before the market opens and the market goes bonkers. So let's watch what happens. Okay, guys, here we go. This is the open today. Here we go. And here's what happened today, okay? Look at that. Beautiful. So we do have a bullish setup right here. It's telling you that momentum and cycle are bullish, okay? We don't have a bullish setup here with FlexMO, but if we do, we will take a trade. Let's see if we get one. Wow, look at that. Crazy.
Order filled.
So I'll go ahead and take that because it's right smack right there, about to cross up on very high volatility. It says strong volatility right there, so I definitely want to see where that goes. And we're going to get off whenever the magenta line crosses below 0. Let's see when that happens. A lot of noise, guys. A lot of noise, like right, at the open. A lot of traders right here, they would have probably stopped out. Guaranteed. Our stop is all the way down here. So we got in at 417. Our stop is 364. So unless price closed all the way down here, there's no reason to set your stop, right below your entry. It's the whole reason that that we developed the dynamic stop loss. So there we go. You just hit one standard deviation right here, which is this blue line. So we got in on strong volatility with bullish momentum, second candle, and there we go, guys. Again, you just hit one standard deviation right there, so it is struggling a bit to get past that. Oh, now you just got a high value node right there too, man. So, okay, and you just got a crossing back right there as well. So, yeah, this is probably done. There you go.
Order filled.
The end. Okay, guys, the end right there. Okay, you saw it. You can't make this stuff up. All right. That is the opening bell system for you on MNQ. I hope you guys were able to follow along with some of the trades. So how many trades did we take today? Let's see. Let me just kind of go back on this right there. We took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you took a total of 6 trades today. Guys, you don't need 6 trades. All you need is maybe 2. And you're done with the opening bell. This system, remember, was designed to be traded from 6 in the morning all the way up until 10 a.m. It's really designed for people who don't have all day to sit in front of their computer and try to trade the market. So even if you got one of these smaller clips, that's enough, guys. I think some of these were worth like $500 to $700, anywhere between $400 and $700. So these aren't bad. These are nice little clips to the downside all the way through and through. You need 1 or 2 of those. You close down, you go to work, you do what you're good at, and you come and repeat the next morning. It's that simple. That's what the opening bell system was designed for. All right, guys, I'll leave you with this. Listen, the market doesn't care whether you're trading NQ or MNQ. What matters is whether you remain consistent, whether you stay patient, whether you trust the framework, respect the process, and remember the traders who win over the long run aren't the ones who trade the most. They're the ones who execute the best. So keep that in mind. How long have I been trading for? Over 20 years. I actually come from a professional trading background because I was actually a trader at Morgan Stanley and at 2 other hedge funds. So I kind of have exposure being in the trenches, which is a story for another day. But yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. So it kind of comes as second nature to me, guys. But we do these execution practice sessions because everyone's new. There's a lot of new people who are taking on trading and they're trying to learn and they're trying to understand how everything works. Execution, guys, is where the money is made. If you know how to execute and you can execute and do this on your own, you'll have a very bright future ahead. But it takes practice, okay? That's why we do these sessions every afternoon, Monday through Thursday. So appreciate you guys spending part of your day with me. I'll see you Monday at 5:30 Eastern for the post-market recap. You guys know I take Fridays off for development work, and I got a whole bunch of to-do list in the development area here. And until then, guys, trade with discipline, trust your process, and keep building your edge.